Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Great Aspie's channel. I'm your host, the Great Aspie, and today we're talking about the wonderful, the only, the pedophile, the Dr. Disrespect, Dr. Disrespect, FM Radio 69 F420. Okay, so if you guys haven't heard, it's all over the internet. I don't know how you haven't heard it, but if you haven't heard, there is a very popular Twitch live streamer named Dr. Disrespect, and a couple of days ago, some allegations came out against him saying that the reason he was banned was because he was talking to underage girls, or actually, let me get the exact statement here, as you can see, by Cody Connors on June 21st, 2024, he said he got banned because he got caught sexting a minor in the then existing Twitch Whisper product. He was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. The powers that could be, or powers that be, could read in plain text. Case closed, gang. Okay, I fucked that up, but it's all right. I'm gonna keep taking this take. Anyway, so you can see right there that was the allegation. Now, if you thought there was any kind of collaborative information regarding that, no, there wasn't. Now, Dr. Disrespect did come out and reply to this in a very poor way, as most people would say it. So let's pull up those tweets. So as you can see, Dr. Disrespect replied back June 22nd. Listen, I'm obviously tied to the legal obligations from the settlement with Twitch, but I just need to say what I can since it's the fucking internet. I didn't do anything wrong. All of this has been probed and settled. No, nothing illegal. No wrongdoing was found. I was paid. So a lot of people had a lot of issues with that reply, primarily because he didn't just straight up, kind of like say, no, I wasn't sexting a minor, okay? I feel like you could probably say that, but a lot of people did not find this to be a good reply because of that exact reason. Now, he did follow that up a little bit later in the comments, but we're not going to get into that because everyone could agree that was just a bad reply. Now, it comes out a couple days later, he finally makes this long reply saying, yes, he was talking to someone who was underage, he said it wasn't appropriate though, but it was bordering on there, so no wrongdoings was found. I don't know if we're going to talk about the fact that there was a potential of something bad happening if someone didn't fucking pull the plug, right? So I guess it's a good defense, right? Of course not. It's not a good fucking defense, all right? Why are you doing this, man? There's no fucking reason why you should have inappropriate conversations with anyone who is under the age of fucking 18. And even if she was 18, 19, or 20, it's still weird. This guy is like 36, 38 years old. He should not be communicating with girls this young for a multitude of reasons. Now, putting that aside, the main reason I'm making this video is actually not because of Dr. Disrespect. It's actually because of his friend NickMercs, or I guess at this point, ex-friends, because as NickMercs has come out with his recent statement, he is no longer going to be associating with Dr. Disrespect. Now, why am I going to be talking about this situation? Because I think it's very interesting that once these allegations came out, NickMercs got caught up in this for some reason, right? NickMercs did not actively go into this conversation at all, right? He was not involved in this. He was not a participant in this whatsoever. But he was pulled in because there's a bunch of trans activists that really want to, pin this against him as well. Why? Because they really want to hurt him after what he said about leaving the kids alone. Now, for whatever fucking reason, I haven't looked into this too much, but for some reason, that statement alone has been extrapolated to be, oh, you're calling all trans people or people who are LGBTQI2A+, whatever the fuck the acronym is at this point, you're calling them all pedophiles. It's like, no, he was definitely making that statement regarding trying to push this kind of LGBTQ ideology into schools, particularly young children. That's what he was saying when he said leave the kids alone. I don't know where the fuck you guys got all this, like, he's calling you guys pedophiles from. I feel like if you're gathering that, like, he's calling you pedophiles from that statement alone, I feel like maybe you should take a step, calm down a little bit, and reflect why you think that's the case. because clearly he did make that statement in regards to the situation going on with Californian schools. So, a little weird, but as soon as this drama broke out, people were tagging him, people were tweeting at him, and of course he gave his response at there. And what was his response? Of course, he was there defending Dr. Disrespect, saying that it didn't matter, you know, what the allegations were. All right, he's going to stand by his homeboy all the way. No, I'm fucking with you. That's not what he said at all.
Yo, checking in. Look, I opened Twitter. Bunch of my mentions are he, they, she, hey, they. Fucking, I identify as a helicopter. God damn it. And I seen the couple tweets about the doc. I'm as taken back as a lot of you guys are, okay? But the fact remains that these are some crazy accusations. Crazy. Big time accusations. And until we know more, until we know them as fact, until they've been proven with evidence, what are we talking about? What's anybody talking about? As far as the leave the little kids alone stuff, this doesn't make it any further from the truth. Leave little children out of your shit. Have a nice day.
He clearly stated in this video that he wanted to wait until more evidence was provided because all of this stuff was just allegations at this point. Of course, people took the fact that he was very upset about the people with pronouns in his mentions. Well, that's because all you fucking trans activists were mentioning him in a drama, in a situation that he was not in any way supposed to be in. He did not make any statements in regards to this until people were mentioning him. For no fucking reason other than the fact that he is friends with Dr. Disrespect. I don't know why I have to tell you guys this, but guilt by association is the dumbest fucking form of guilt possible. Alright? It does not make any sense to do it. Don't do it. It's not a good kind of guilt to try to put on someone. Number one, because guess what? That person is not the other person. They have no control over what the other person is doing. Now, if NickMercs came out and defended Dr. Disrespect regardless of what was said, that would be a different situation altogether. But June 26th, he comes out with this statement.
Yo, checking in. I'm seeing everything on Twitter, and I read through Doc's tweet, and in that very tweet, he basically confirms that, you know, he was texting an underage girl, and it went weird sometimes, you know, and look, just to be blunt and straightforward, man, that's inexcusable. It's unacceptable, right? There's no excuse for something like that, and I can't support it. Hang on, honey, doing this, talking to Twitter. I can't support it. I can't defend it, and look, the boys and I are torn up over it too, man, because we played a lot of games with the guy, and it feels a little weird, but what can you do, you know? So I just wanted to update you guys on my thoughts and how I'm feeling. And I mean, look, I hope you guys have a good day, all right?
Or actually, June 25th, he comes out with a statement saying that, you know what? I saw it. He clearly stated that he was talking to someone who was underage. That is not acceptable. I'm going to distance myself. So not only did he say, I'm going to wait for evidence to come out, when the evidence did come out, he publicly stated that, yeah, that's not cool. I will not be associating with Dr. Disrespect anymore. But of course, what did people do? You had fucking people like Mighty Keith out here for whatever fucking reason, again, pulling this guilt by association. Hey, NickMercs, they got your man on texting minors. Your man, yeah, the N-word you be hanging out with. Yeah, again, why does that matter? That's not him. That's his friend. And what did he do? He distanced himself from the friends. But of course, you can, and this is why I'm saying, you can clearly tell what the agenda of these people are, because they really, really want to pull up the fact that NickMercs said they should leave the little children alone. That's the real issue. They really want to pull that up anytime they get. Of course, everyone in the comments in this Twitter thread are basically trying to be like, oh, well, look, he's going to defend him. He's going to defend him. Oh my God, look, he's going to defend him. Okay, alrighty. Yeah, except he didn't. So congrats. I hope you guys all realize that you're fucking morons for assuming that he's going to defend his friend. And then, of course, still keeping all of this up when it turns out that he didn't defend his friend at all. But of course, people really read into the situation because they can't just accept the fact that he's just going to be logically consistent here and say, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to distance myself away from it because I said leave the kids alone. And clearly, my friend has not been doing that, so I'm going to distance myself from him. But of course, people don't care. They really want to push against him. So you got people being very parasocial here, saying that his friend, when he talked about his friend, he said it in a very somber tone, opposed to when he was talking about leaving the kids alone. So clearly, he doesn't have the same level of energy here. Therefore, he doesn't actually feel sorry. I don't know what to tell you, but if your best friend came out or one of your good friends came out and turned out he was a pedophile, I don't think anyone would be particularly happy about that situation. But of course, these are fucking morons from Twitter who don't understand that just you can't tell from fucking energy what a person's thinking. I don't know. Maybe we should get some crystals out and we can sense his mood. At this point, I have lost faith in Twitter. All right, I have lost faith in humanity from having any form of critical thinking whatsoever. It is insane that this is what people do at this point. It's like he did what you want him to do, and what did you do? You just went, oh, that's not good enough.